Driver changes too, like Mario Andretti here to Alfa Romeo, Prost to Renault and Pironi to Ferrari. But at the end of practice, it's the totally unexpected, long-serving Riccardo Patrese in last year's Arrows in his first ever pole position, with a lap at 1 minute 19.4, about 1.5 seconds slower than Piquet's time with skirts on his Brabham last year. Then, a surprise to no one, the two new Williams cars of world champion Alan Jones, just ahead of his teammate, South African Grand Prix winner Carlos Reutemann. Fourth fastest, last year's winner Nelson Piquet. And then, back in the action, Gilles Villeneuve in the 1.5-litre turbo Ferrari. Sixth, Mario Andretti in the Alfa Romeo, and a superb seventh, the top British driver, Nigel Mansell in his Lotus 81. John Watson's just qualified, but Derek Daly hasn't for the 80.5 lap, 162-mile American Grand Prix West.
Well, they finally sorted out all the dramas and arguments and the politics of Grand Prix racing. We now have an agreed set of rules. We have a full field of cars have turned up at Long Beach, and we're back to business as normal. And what a marvelous setting it is to be here in sunny Southern California. Without a doubt, the best street circuit on the program for the racers. It's a tough track, like all street circuits, very hard, very twisty, hard work on the driver, need a lot of endurance and a lot of concentration, of course, because one little mistake puts you in the wall. There's no room for any errors, unlike a normal track where you get a bit of runoff area and that sort of thing. So it's a big test, and of course the big surprise was Patrese getting the pole position in the revamped Arrows car, their new car. That's obviously going to be an interesting point of form. They've changed designers at the Arrows team, so this may well be a portent of things to come. The Brabham was expected to go very, very well here. It's been going very well in testing, and quicker than the Williams on both occasions when they've tested under similar conditions. But their innovative new suspension system was not working well on the first day of practice, so they took it off and they're running the car with normal springs, and this would probably account for it not being quite as quick as they had hoped. Otherwise, it's all much as normal. The Ferraris have got their turbocharged engines in the car now, one turbocharged and the other a slightly modified system of that.
So a testing time for Riccardo Patrese in the orange Arrows. Away they go, and surging out from the back comes Didier Pironi in the Ferrari, but it's Patrese leading away, then the two Williams cars behind him, and one of the Ferraris coming up very fast on the left as they go down to Queens, and it's Villeneuve. Gilles Villeneuve goes into the lead, he's locked up solid, he's sliding the Ferrari, Patrese goes through, then the two Williams cars, and Villeneuve through into fourth position, and a Renault stuck, obviously been punted off. It's either Prost or Arnoux, obviously, but it's Patrese leading, and in second place it's Carlos Reutemann, the South African Grand Prix winner, behind him in the Williams. Then it's Alan Jones, then it's Didier Pironi in the Ferrari, and then Nelson Piquet in fifth place. That's the half lap completed, 80 full laps to go now. Patrese a car's length ahead of the Williams, and it's Reutemann, the Argentine driver, and Patrese second in this race last year. Pole position in practice is certainly making the most of that clear track ahead of it.
Yes, so Patrese must be very pleased to have got the start all right and got away in the lead, because of course, as with any circuit, but particularly on a street circuit, overtaking is extremely difficult, and of course it's essential to get away and get as good a placing as you can at the start. Hence Villeneuve's very aggressive charge up the outside under braking them for the first corner, which of course didn't quite work out for him.
Down to the Queen's hairpin where Regazzoni crashed last year, and it's Patrese, Reutemann, then Alan Jones. The two Williams cars, brand new cars incidentally, they were just wooden mock-ups only a month ago, and they're going magnificently on this demanding circuit, but so too is the Arrows, with Patrese at the wheel. Clear circuit ahead, Reutemann, then Jones. Watch the new turbocharged Ferrari, the scarlet car of Gilles Villeneuve, who is in fourth place, and there he goes, followed by Piquet, followed by Pironi, followed by Chiva, then it's Andretti and Jacques Lafitte in the new Talbot Matra.
Well, here we're now going to have a look at the start again. See, the exciting one is on the back right a bit. Pironi coming through in the Ferrari, finding his way through. The Ferrari's engine is very powerful. They've got a little bit more acceleration than the others. And as you can see, as we change shot, yes, and here's Villeneuve coming up the outside, you see, but he's overcooked his side. You see him just slide a bit there as he locks his brakes up, keeps it all together though, runs a little bit wide and manages he's quite fortunate to be able to nip back into the group. And there's a puff of smoke in the background, which is the shunt that was going on that we didn't quite catch.
And that's Andrea deCesaris's car, the McLaren, not the new Marlboro car. It's last year's car, and Andrea deCesaris, the Italian, is obviously well and truly out of the race as Patrese comes down to Queens again. Reutemann a bit closer, Jones dropping back, Piquet trying to get through. He's ahead of Villeneuve, and Pironi is up into 4th place. Didier Pironi in his first drive for Ferrari. Last year he drove for the Ligier team and drove absolutely brilliantly. Then he amazed everybody by switching to Ferrari.